we have gathered together with BRIELLE, which actually has God's name in your name, because the last two letters of your name, Aleph Lamed, is one of God's names. And Bari means healthy. So I want to give you a blessing that you should be healthy, of course, physically, of course, but you should be healthy spiritually. You should always feel ve'eva, whenever you connect. You should feel God is coming into you, and He's going to be with you, and He's going to escort you on this journey of life. And here at the shul, we always prepare a little something, a little mitzvah we have here at Chumash, which hopefully you'll open and you'll read, and you'll take it with you whenever you travel, when you go off to college, you get married. This is your Chumash, has your name in it. You'll remember the moment that your friends came, your family came all the way from Israel to give you His grant, to give you love, that He bless you only with a life full of light, full of strength, full of Torah, full of mitzvah. Presented to BRIELLE prayer in honor for Bat Mitzvah. You grow to life of Torah, chuppah, marriage, good deeds, bringing much nachas to your parents and to Am Yisrael. Motzoi, Shabbat, Pashat Shemot.
Shavua Tov, and welcome to my Bat Mitzvah. I will now share with you the 13 principles of faith by the Rambam Maimonides. In these 13 principles, the Rambam discusses the basic beliefs of Jewish faith. It answers the all-important question of what makes up a Jewish person's faith in God. After I read the Hebrew statement, please read the English translation aloud. It can be found in the booklets. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shehaboreh yitbarech shemahu boreh umanhig l'chol habru'im shehu levado asa ve'oseh ve'ya'aseh l'chol hama'asim.
I believe in the Creator of the universe, creates and directs all creatures, who will obey God's ways, who will obey all words.
Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shehaboreh yitbarech shemahu yachid ve'en yachidot k'mahu b'shum panim ve'en levado Eloheinu haya hover v'yeh. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shehaboreh yitbarech shema eino guf ve'lo yasiguhu masigei haguf ve'en lo shum binyan halal. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shehaboreh yitbarech shemahu rishon ve'hu acharon. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shehaboreh yitbarech shema lo levado ra'ui lahitpalel ve'en ra'ui lahitpalel lazot. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shekol divrei hanevi'im emet. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shenevuat Moshe Rabbeinu alav hashalom hayta amitit ve'shehu haya al hanevi'im lakodmim lefanav ve'laba'im acharav. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shekol haTorah hametzuya ata ve'yadeinu hi hanetuna leMoshe Rabbeinu alav hashalom. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shezot haTorah lo tehi muchlafet ve'lo tehi Torah acheret me'et haboreh yitbarech shemo. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shehaboreh yitbarech shemo yodea kol ma'aseh b'nei Adam v'kol machshavotem shene'emar hayotzer yachad libam hamevin al kal masehem. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema shehaboreh yitbarech shemo gomel tov l'shomrei mitzvotav u'manish le'omrei mitzvotav. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema be'biat HaMashiach ve'af al pi shenichneah din kol zeh achateh lo b'chol yom she'yavo. Ani ma'amin be'emunah shlema she'tehyeh techiyat hametim be'et she'italeh Ratzon Me'et Havarei Barach Shalom Ve'itale Zikro La'ad U'Netzach Netzachim. There is a well-known concept in Judaism, B'chol derechacha de'eyu. All in your ways shall you know him. What this means is that in every part of our lives, from the biggest events to the most minor part of our days, there can be a lesson for us in our relationship with Hashem. With careful thought, every part of our lives can help us grow and deepen our connection with Hashem. As you know, I enjoy rock climbing and spend a few hours a week scaling the walls of Summit Gym trying to climb higher and faster with better technique and skill. Some of you may have heard of the book, All I Ever Really Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten by Robert Fulghum. Well, I'm going to share with you tonight my version of that idea. All I ever really needed to know I learned while rock climbing. When I climb at Summit, I'm often surrounded by my teammates who are also working hard to strengthen their skills. I have noticed that if I get distracted by looking over my shoulder at the other climbers or looking down while climbing to see how far I climb, I will often falter, slow down, or even slip. The lesson from this is clear to me. In life, it is important to stay focused on my goal and not look around at others or compare or compete against others. It is more important and helpful to compete with myself. If I work hard to stay focused, I will learn to become the best climber I can be both on the wall and in life. Reb Zushe was a great Hasidic Rebbe. While on his deathbed, surrounded by his students, he began to cry. The students asked why, and he responded, "I am afraid." The students couldn't understand why their teacher was afraid of death, because he lived a model life. He answered, "I am afraid that when I die, the heavenly court will judge me and I will be found lacking." The students protested, "But you are so holy and you have lived this beautiful, committed life to Hashem." Reb Zushe's next words are words for us all to live by. He said, "When I die, they will not ask me, 'Why were you not as great as Moshe, Aaron, or Joshua?' They will demand of me, 'Were you the best Zushe you could be?'" I need to be the best climber that I can be by staying focused on my own skills and no one else's. Spiritually, this means that I need to continuously grow as a Jew, because what was good yesterday is not good enough for today. In the world of rock climbing, there are two ways I train. The first is where I climb high wearing a harness, which keeps me safe and securely connected to the ground. When I climb with a rope, I know that my chance of falling or getting hurt is low because I am tethered to safety. This allows me to be brave and try to climb even higher and take even greater risks. The second way I climb is called bouldering, where I am free climbing, no ropes, no harnesses. During this time, I don't go as high, and I am mindful that I am on my own, just me and the wall. If I fall, I do have a mat below to soften the fall, but I am still bouldering the wall on my own. As I become a bat mitzvah, spiritually responsible for myself and my own purpose, I realize that I've been living with a harness. I had and still have a loving support system of family, teachers, and friends who help keep me safe in every way possible. I'm safely joined by the invisible rope of discipline, boundaries, and guidelines my parents and teachers offer me. But today marks the beginning of me climbing the second way, free climbing without a harness or rope attached below. I'm becoming responsible for my actions, my own judgment, and soon there will be a time where I will be making the big decisions of my life for myself. Although this is a big challenge, I know a few things. First, I have trained well for my future independence. I have been given a wonderful childhood and have been taught many important lessons. Next, just as I can count on the strength of my body to reach my goal, spiritually, I have a strong Jewish identity, soul, and education to help me make the best decisions for my life. The letter Aleph is made up of 3 parts, a yud above, a yud below, and a vav connecting the 2 yuds. The first Chabad Rebbe, Rabbi Shiner Zalman, shares that this is symbolic of the relationship between God and the Jewish people. How do we, limited people, so firmly rooted on earth, connect to an infinite God who seems so removed from us? How do we reach a connection with God? The answer lies with the law. The Torah we learn and the mitzvot we do each day when we scale the spiritual walls of our faith. When we grow as a Jew in our commitment and identity, we strengthen our connection to Him and fulfill the very purpose of creation. I hope that these life lessons that I've shared with you tonight will always encourage me as I grow as a Jewish woman in this wonderful world. I have a few people that I would like to thank for making this all possible. Mom, thank you for taking me to bat mitzvah lessons, rock climbing, school, and basketball every single week. I love it when before we go to pick up Ellie or Eddie from dance, we play a quick round of card game or a board game. You're the best mom I could ever wish for. I love you. Dad, it is always fun spending time with you, whether it is riding bikes or watching movies. You always make it fun. I love you. Ellie, I love it when we have our sleepovers in your room. You are so loving and we have the best time together. You are a great sister, and even though we fight sometimes, I still love you. And you're a great little sister. I love building Legos with you and playing games. I will always be there for you. I love you. Granny and Grandpa, I really enjoy coming over to your house and spending time with you guys. I love our weekly Shabbat dinners where we're up late being with each other. I love both of you so much. Saptigila, thanks for always coming to visit us in Dallas. You are always so positive about everything and makes everyone around you happy. It is hard being away from you, but at least I get to see you sometimes. Ani ohevet otach. Saba Shmuel, you're so funny and you make every moment together so great. Thank you for coming to celebrate with me. It means so much to have you here. Ani ohevet otach. Tammy and Yaakov, thank you for coming with my Saba and Savta to be with me at my bat mitzvah. I'm so happy that you could come to celebrate with me. Wayne, Dunny, Charlie, and Nathan. I'm so lucky to have you guys as my family. I enjoy being with you, and you always keep me laughing. I love you all. Ricky, I appreciate the time you have spent preparing me for my bat mitzvah. We had a lot to cover in a short amount of time, but you made it happen. You are a really good teacher, and I couldn't have done it without you.
Now the tradition is that we ask the bar mitzvah girl to make a pledge that she'll marry a Jew. Hopefully she says yes, and then she drinks a little l'chaim. First let's make a bracha. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam shehakol niyeh b'torah. Amen. Hey, Gabriel. Drink it. Come on.
BRIELLE, סובבי אותה.
BRIELLE, wow, I can't believe it's already your fault. It feels like yesterday that I became a big sister and got to hold you for the first time. We have so many great memories since then, from our secret sleepovers to our many trips to farms. You really helped make these moments extra special with your joking ways. You are such an amazing sister. You're extremely kind and thoughtful, but best of all is your super funny sense of humor. When people first meet you, you come across as shocked, but after a brief time, I get to see what I see on a regular basis, that bubbly personality that I love. You always bring a smile to my face or make me laugh and do silly jokes. It's a privilege to call you my sister. I love you with all my heart, my perfect time.
And by the way, whenever you fall down, I will be there to help you up. I love when we play together with the Klings and Ellie. I hope you have a great life. I love when you go to Israel, California, Destin, and many more. We all will and do love you. I love you as high as the sky leaves the ocean forever and ever.
Write acrostic poems, I thought I would start off with a short one for you. Beauty, both inside and out. Reliable, a devoted friend without a doubt. Interesting, with funny stories to share. Empathetic, a soul beyond compare. Loving, caring, and thoughtful as can be. Level-headed, making wise decisions for all to see. Enthusiastic in all that you do. BRIELLE, remember that I will always love and support you. I am so proud of you today and always. You continuously accomplish what you set your mind to do. You work hard in school. You show persistence and dedication to your rock climbing, and you're a loyal friend and daughter. You're a beautiful gift to me, and you have a beautiful and special gift to share with those around you. You're playful, creative, compassionate, and caring. You're a dreamer, a thinker, and your strong qualities will take you far in life. Use these special gifts to set you apart and know how truly special you are. Today is an achievement in your life and the beginning of a lifetime of new adventures and experiences. The true measure of today is how you continue performing in the day of compassion for others and continue living a life of happiness by choosing to smile instead of frown. Keep your Jewish values close and remember your strong morals and values as you continue on your path. You spoke so beautifully this evening about always looking ahead and keeping your eye on the goal. I think this is a very important lesson for you and one that will help you achieve success. Always remember that I'm your #1 fan and my heart will forever be filled with love and admiration for the beautiful young lady you are today. I love you as high as the sky, as deep as the ocean, forever.
Special day, you celebrate Bat Mitzvah. Now you are an adult. We wish you a happy life in integrity and full of praise, that your dreams will come true, and anything you touch will be blessed. And your life will always flow like water, have a most joyful life, and have always a smile on your face. You are very clever and smart. We love you very much. Hugs and kisses, Dr. Gila and Yaakov.
This is for BRIELLE. You've been a really great friend to me and like a lot of other people that you've gotten to know, and we really love getting to know you over the years, and I think you're a really amazing person and you have a lot of strong personality traits, and it's gonna like help you progress to be like a really great person.
So I haven't known you for that long. Well, I have, but it's complicated. But this year I felt like I really got to know you and know your personality. You're different than what I thought you were like, but I love that. It is. So, and I'm so honored that I got and I'm so honored that I get to be a part of this special moment in your life. And it's amazing. Mazel tov! And yeah, you're amazing. Eat more chicken! Mazel tov, BRIELLE.